New breaks on top. Burning Roma gets off to a good start. Crafty CT is there. So too Left Bank, and a firm success who's down toward the inside. Crafty CT is emerging with a narrow lead. Left Bank, though, is right there with him. Wake at Noon on the outside third. And then it's a firm success who's between horses fourth. And a Wildcat right up there and holds his spot at the Bailey's fifth. Swept overboard and behind the leaders is sixth. He's only about 3 lengths from the lead. Burning Roma broke well, but he's now been taken back to run in seventh, followed by Voodoo and Aldebaran. It's a long way back, a huge margin to Gray Memo, who's lost contact with the field. The opening quarter was contested in 22-2, and a crush of horses entering the far turn together here. A firm success has come away with a narrow lead. Left Bank is right with them. A dazzling half of 44 3/5 seconds. It's a firm success dueling on the far turn with Left Bank. Crafty CT just to their outside. Swept overboard, comes on through. Swept overboard, comes through on the inside. Then it's a break of 3 lengths back to Aldebaran as the field turns for home. Swept overboard is swept to the lead with a dramatic move. And he pulls away at the top of the stretch by 4. They ran 3/4 in 1:08 3. Aldebaran coming with a late charge on the inside. Crafty CT is third. A firm success is fading in fourth, and they're coming down to the finish. And it is Swept Overboard, the upset winner in the Met Mile. And he was sparkling today.
Oh, for Swept Overboard, this is just his second start outside of California. The other was the Breeders' Cup Sprint last October. It was his first time to go a mile. He earned $450,000. Earnings now $1.1 million.
See that buyer speed figure, 122. The toughest part for Swept Overboard's win in the Met Mile was getting there. He had 2 flights from California canceled because of mechanical problems. You could tell right here that he was going to win it with Chavez, just dragging Chavez up to the hole. And when on the inside, the Wildcat drops back, he explodes. Our man in New York is Bill Finley, ESPN.com.
Swept Overboard was beaten not just once, but twice this year at even money, which is why he was sent off at 11-1 in the Met Mile. Well, guess what? It's time to jump back on the bandwagon. A confirmed sprinter entering the Met, Swept Overboard had never before won at a mile. But now, having passed this obstacle, there are many possibilities down the road.
Well, I knew he'd be back. He just needed a start or two. It was the same thing last year. He got better throughout the year, and I'm looking for better things the rest of this year. I think anything with 1 turn he probably would like. We might be a little hesitant to go 2 turns, but I'm not sure.
In his only other start at Belmont, he ran a very strong 4th in last year's Breeders' Cup Sprint. After today's race, there's no doubt Swept Overboard loves Belmont Park.
Love to get him back here again as soon as possible.
He was just pulling me, you know, and around the half mile he was pulling me more hard. So I said, I don't make sense to, you know, keep holding too much. So I just letting explode. So, but it worked out good for me.
At Belmont Park, where the 109th Met Mile was dominated by Swept Overboard, I'm ESPN.com's Bill Finley.
Thank you, Bill. And I guess as we leave you this week, think Triple Crown thoughts as we get closer to the Belmont Stakes.
And don't forget to join us next week where Jeff will have a special look at Mickey Dolenz.
More on the monkeys, maybe even some beetles, but a lot on War Emblem. We'll see you next week on Long John Silver's Wire to Wire.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.